Hi guys, Kalmier here once again, and so today I'm going to be working on using pistons to quickly climb upstairs. And I do appreciate all the videos that people have messaged me regarding pistons that kind of pop you up and then push you over, and basically it goes in a spiral repeating that. However, I'm also subscribed to a gentleman by the name of MindMob, and he came to the realization that just like water that pushes you upstairs, he realized pistons can also push you upstairs. So instead of having a piston that pops you up and then another one pop you over, you can just have the pistons push you up a step, and so it makes the build a lot easier. So let me go ahead and go through this real quick, and I'll build some outside so you can kind of see the way that it's going to be built, and then I'll actually build one inside the mountain climbing up to the top there. And what I like to do is actually start with the pressure plate so that you actually know where you're building or where you're starting from. And in order to build this, you're first going to have a shaft that goes from bottom to top that's 2 by 2, and it's basically just going to be stairs going in a circle like this. Now if you're building above ground, you can just use dirt like I am and just keep building the stairs on top of it, and then just dig out the dirt afterwards. Okay, so from the pressure plate, when I step on it, I'm going to have a piston, whoops, that's going to immediately push me over onto this block. And then a piston here is going to push me over again, and it's just going to go in a circle. So if you could imagine, if this is your 2 by 2 floor, and your first piston would be right there, and it would knock me onto that stairs. Now in order to get the pistons to fire, you actually have to have a dirt block behind the piston like that, and what you're going to do is you're going to go around the border, and from the corner you're going to go one out and one up, and then it's going to be 5 per level. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then again 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that. And your pistons are basically going to be wherever the steps are. You're going to have it at eye level facing you like that. The next set of steps, like that, and again there. For the redstone wiring, it is going to go across the block that is behind the piston like that. And every time you come up a step, you're going to have a repeater set to 2. Because that's how long it takes for you to get pushed over, and if you set it to 1, it'll be too fast and it'll go off before you get there. If you set it longer, then it's just going to take you longer to get back up. So after you go up the step, another repeater set to 2, keep going, and then of course it would go higher and higher depending on how high you go. Now the next part, we need to get the redstone behind that plate, or I'm sorry, under that plate, and that needs to lead to the first piston. So there's the pressure plate, so there's the redstone, and I'm actually going to go ahead and set the first repeater there. Set this one to 4, however. That gives you more time to actually get all the way onto the pressure plate before the piston pushes you. Right, and so from down there, whoops, sorry about that, we're going to go ahead and climb up there. So get some dirt, there we go. So basically just crudely going up a set of steps leading up to where the piston is. So that's the structure from the beginning. Now there is a glitch. If you are looking diagonally, it won't push you, and supposedly that's going to be fixed in the next update. So in order to avoid that, you either need to be looking straight down, straight up, or straight ahead. If you are looking straight ahead, it should work just fine. Whoops, unless I don't hit it right. So as long as you're looking straight ahead, it'll work every time. So I'll go ahead and build this inside a mountain, show you how to actually build it from within. And let me get my materials for that, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, I've gathered my materials and started out my where my stairwell is going to be. Stairwell is going to be again a 2x2 area, so this is the 2x2 area that climbs up. I've dug it all out and cleared all the trees up that were up there as well. And this is 13 high. It's actually more like 11 high, but I want to make sure that it's going to end up facing the same way that that I start out at. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a pressure plate here, and it's one piston, one stair, and one repeater for every level that you're going up. So I'm going up 13 levels here. And what I'm going to do is, since my pressure plate's there, when I step on it, I'm going to have a piston on this side, and it's going to push me this way. So it's going to push me like that. So that's where my first stair is going to go, and then from there I'm just going to build a circle around. And you don't have to have light in here, however, it just makes it easier to see. So grab some dirt and go there, and then lastly there. Okay. And what any spot that's directly under a stair is safe. You're not going to put a piston there. There's not going to be any kind of redstone wiring. And I'm going to stick to the same wall. So there, and there. Okay, and then that gets me back to the beginning. And what you're going to do is above every spot you're going to dig out, there's one block, the second block up. So stairs, you're going to do a 1 and dig there, and you're going to do this all the way up. Okay, and everywhere that you put those holes, basically, you're going to put pistons going all the way back down. These do not have to be sticky pistons, they can be regular pistons. Okay, and that completes your stairwell. Now for the redstone, which again is the more complicated part. First thing we're going to do is make sure that we are under the pressure plate, and I'm going to put the dust. I'm going to put the repeater, set it to 4, and from there we're basically just going to climb up until we are at the first piston. So create some stairs real quick. Okay, so that's running under the first piston. Okay, so there's the first piston, there's our wall. And so this is where we're actually going to start climbing up. So we're going to run this to here. And again, we need to go 5 across. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we're going to go this way. We're going to go up again. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're going to do this all the way up to the top. So I'm going to fast forward through this. Okay guys, from here we're outside, but we're still going to follow the same pattern. So from here we're going to go up 1, and that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we actually need a dirt block there. and then that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this is the top. Nope, that's not the top one. That's the top one. Okay, and so now we're going to do the redstone dust. So I'm actually going to go back down and start at the bottom. And just like before, when I did this outside, we're going to go 1 dust is going to be up, then we're going to put our repeater on 2, and then continue with redstone dust all the way up. Okay guys, so this should all be working. All the redstone wire is set up. Before I close all this off though, I want to make sure I test it. So again, facing straight forward. Takes us all the way up to the very top. From here, everything else is going to be aesthetics for you. I'm going to cover all this up with either like grass, or I can build like a little building around this so it doesn't stand out as much. So I'll go ahead and do that off camera and come back and let you guys see it whenever I'm done. And I have another project I want to another little test I want to try out, so I'll come back with that as well. So I will be right back. Okay guys, I'm back, and as you can see, I've built a little building up on top of the hill. And the only purpose of that building is to hide the redstone that was surrounding the stairway, which I have finished. And I went ahead and changed, got rid of all the dirt and replaced it with smooth stone. So let's go ahead and head up. Again, very quick climb, smooth stone all the way up. And then up here I have this little building that I built. And tried something new with the design. I think I kind of like it. Actually came out kind of nice. And so now if I want to build something up here, I can. The suggested way down from here would of course be the water drop, hole straight down, and then 2 spaces above the bottom floor put a water source with a sign underneath it to prevent it from flowing out. So anyway, I hope you guys like this, and I've got one other thing I want to try out, so I will be right back once again. Okay guys, and I've built this monstrosity here, going all the way from bedrock all the way up to the very top, as high as you can go. Something I forgot to mention is if you feel that you like get stuck a lot, you can always put a button. Like I had torches under the steps. You can also put a button under the steps, and that way you have like a midway point that you can start it from, rather than having to go all the way back down or finish climbing the rest of the way. You can put this maybe every 8 levels, so that way you don't have to climb or descend too far. So let me go ahead and drop down, and I'll give you a quick run of this. And my Y coordinate is 5. I'm a little up from bedrock because I had to have room for the redstone under the pressure plate. But let's go ahead and give this a run, and I'm going to go ahead and start and not touch the keyboard as I climb all the way up. And as you can see, I'm quickly ascending. I'm in the 30s already. And no glitches whatsoever, as long as you're looking straight forward. Takes us all the way up. And I'm at 127. I know the building cap is 128, but I didn't have anything to push me onto the last step. So there's 128. And there we go. This is the roof of my testing world. All the things I've tested is down there on the ground. And so anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. And don't forget to thumbs up if you like. And subscribe to my channel. And I will see you in my next video.